we have Wonder Boy Stephen Thompson taking on Geoff Hands of Steel.
That'd be way cooler.
Hands of Neal Steel. Taking on Geoff Hands of Steel Neal. Geoff Neal comes into this fight ranked number 11, taking on the number 5 ranked Stephen Thompson. So this is a big opportunity for him. 13-2 as a professional. He's now won 7 straight. He's 6-0 in the UFC, and he's got a bright future ahead of him. He's very good. He's super athletic, super powerful, and I think he does his best work on the feet. 8 of his 13 wins have come by knockout, and one of those knockouts is Mike Perry, who is a guy.
Yeah, that's his only time he's been finished.
Exactly. If nothing else, is extremely hard to put away. He's got a very good chin. He's taking on, as I said, Stephen Thompson, who comes into this fight 15-4 and 1 draw. As of late,
with Mike Perry, it's literally if nothing else. It's hard to put away. That's it.
Else, yeah.
That's the only thing they got going. But yeah,
at this point,
nothing else.
Stephen Thompson is 2-3 and 1 draw in his last 6. And he's coming off that decision win over Vincent Luque. That was back in November 2019. So he's had kind of a long break, a little over a year. He is, while his record lately may not show it, he's very dangerous. He's an incredibly proficient karate practitioner. He's precise and lethal when it comes to his counter striking. And his level of competition, the people that he's faced, is clearly much higher than that of Geoff Neal. And while I think Neal, as I mentioned earlier, is very dangerous, and I think that he does have a bright future, this is the first guy like Stephen Thompson that he's faced, just because Stephen Thompson is so unique. He's so extremely evasive. He makes so few mistakes, and he's so good at capitalizing at any little mistake that you make. And Geoff Neal, he's 30, so he's still pretty young for a fighter, and I think he's going to struggle with that style of Stephen Thompson. So I like Thompson in this one. I think partly for the level of competition that he's faced, partly because of their styles. He's got that counter striking style, and Geoff Neal has a lot more of an aggressive kind of marauding forward style, which plays well into Stephen Thompson. So the age is a tough thing. I don't know how Stephen Thompson's going to look. He's 37 now, but if he looks even as good as he has in, I guess as poorly as he has in some of his recent losses, even that Stephen Thompson, providing that he doesn't get caught, I think even that Stephen Thompson beats Geoff Neal, but we'll see. I'm going with Thompson decision win.
Yeah, it's a great fight. It's one that is really tough to call for all those reasons. You know, you were going back and forth, and I get it because I was doing the same thing. Right, Geoff Neal. Well, I think probably on his record, I mean, besides the fact finishing Mike Perry and Nico Price, who are incredibly tough guys and hard to finish, he beat Bilal Muhammad in a decision, which I think is the most impressive win in his whole career, because Bilal Muhammad has the absolute best style possible to win decisions. Yeah. And Geoff Neal proved that in that fight that he could get up, he was strong in the grappling exchanges, and he could still hurt Bilal Muhammad deep into that fight. And I think that's going to be important, because it's not just this big muscle-bound power hitter that's only going to be good for the first 5 minutes. And then, I really think Geoff Neal is the kind of fighter that could be a title challenger in the next, 2021, 2022. Because like you said, he is only 30 and he has a lot of fighting life in front of him. And just because he hasn't had the opportunity yet to fight some of that higher competition you were talking about that Thompson has, doesn't mean he can't.
Yeah, that's true.
But you are correct in how you broke down Thompson's counter-striking prowess. Like, man, who's better than him almost ever in counter-striking? He has an aggressive opponent, and he can put you out at any time, and he can put you away. But if his opponent is not willing to trade, it's a usually boring fight, and ones he can lose. But I think Geoff Neal is going to come forward, and I just don't think at this point in their career, Stephen Thompson being 37, he's still obviously a very dangerous fighter. I like him. He got caught with Anthony Pettis. Chin can go. It's kind of that. But then also on the other hand, he's also faced Darren Till, Tyron Woodley twice. He's been in there with power punchers, Johnny Hendricks. So It's like he knows he knows how to game plan for power punching.
Yeah.
But I think still at this point in their careers, Geoff Neal is not just a power puncher. He's a well enough rounded fighter to be able to win in the grappling exchanges. If it does go to the ground, he should have an advantage. And his striking is slick enough that he's not just looking to kill you with one shot.
Right.
But he can.
Yeah.
So I think at this point, these guys' career and their progressions within the company of the UFC, I think that Geoff Neal,
I think this
is his
time.
moment. Yep.
Yeah.
I think that
That's
this
fair.
is Geoff Neal's moment, and I think he's gonna not be able to finish Stephen Thompson. I think he's gonna go to decision, but I think it's gonna be Geoff Neal, a unanimous decision.
Okay. All right. So again, we
back
disagree.
and forth, I know, but it's
that's a tough one.
Any of those options that can happen. But I think Geoff Neal.
Okay, that's fair. Did we disagree on every fight? I think that's a first.
Usually we agree with
at least one.
fighter and method.
Yeah, no, not today. Well, that about does it for Tell Me Why. We'll take a quick break and be right back with some payment pick'em.